What do we analyze when looking at art? The first thing we do is look at the composition. Composition simply means the artwork. We look at what is actually in the composition and sometimes what is not, how it's arranged and framed, and where the object or objects are placed. Let's look at some examples and play detective. In this example by Van Gogh, we notice it is in landscape mode as opposed to portrait mode. It is also a drawing or a sketch of a landscape. In this one, the work is in portrait mode, and in this one by Charlie Harper, it is square. In Van Gogh's, we see a horizon line on a slight diagonal, and it's almost in the center of the frame, dividing the space. There is a tree in the middle of the horizon line, going almost to the top of the frame. The background is empty, aside from a few marks. In the foreground, we have grass, some rocks, and perhaps dirt or soil, all depicted through varied line techniques. Therefore, in this drawing, we have a background, middle ground, and foreground. In the second one, by Dinara Murtalapova, the image fills the portrait frame. There is no background and no middle ground. Everything is in the foreground. But how can we describe the layout of the work? We see the plants are placed in the middle of the frame and are arranged in a radial. Think of a radial arrangement representing the sun's rays. The background is blank or empty. It's an ornamental floral piece full of decoration and flourishes. There's no sense of depth. The style is flat. It is an illustration. In the third one, we have an image of two birds with one overlapping the other. This style can also be described as flat, but appears more graphic. We get a sense of depth though, due to the birds overlapping. The work is placed in the center and has a strong vertical and stable sense to it. We could argue that the work is symmetrical, meaning it is balanced on both sides. In another video, we will look at what elements and principles were used in these drawings.